So look, it's been a little while since I made my first thought video on how the Borderlands movie was going to be, and to a lot of people's pure hatred of acknowledging the fact about how these movies go, everybody absolutely tried to shame me on the last review about how it was wrong and this is going to be one of the most fantastic movies ever. We've got some early reviews from critics here, and it's not looking so good, Borderlands bros. It's not looking so good. Once again, proving me right. But yes, we have some early reviews from critics on Rotten Tomatoes, and it's sitting at an overwhelming 3% with critics. But that's not the funniest part. There's something even more funny than that 3% on Rotten Tomatoes right now. But before I tell you what it is, make sure you smash that like button, make sure you subscribe, and make sure you share it out. And also, if you wouldn't mind doing me the huge favor, go to my description below the video, click on that link, Dragon's Treasure Tea, and use my promo code and get yourself something nice. No, really, I have had a bunch of Dragon's Treasure Tea, and I do enjoy them. There are, I would almost say too many flavors, but at least you have the option to drink something other than nasty sodas. So give it a try, use my promo code Sleazy Society below, and make sure you get that discount. Now let's talk about the hilarity of the Borderlands movie. So yes, it is sitting at an overwhelming, an outstanding, an amazing, a total 3% positive score. Now that 3% is across 33 reviews, which means a single person gave it a fresh score. A single person. So let's take a quick little look at that. All critics is a 3%. Top critics is at 0%. So who was the one critic that gave it a positive review when everybody else saying it's not a movie for critics, as the saying goes, nor is it suitable for consumption by most gamers, film lovers, or 99% of the carbon-based life forms? Or with a critique like this, so drearily routine and slapdash that even AI would deem it too plagiaristic. Well, it was Grace Randolph, the well-known paid shill who tried to cover for Disney's The Acolyte and got absolutely blown the fuck out by everybody. It was Grace Randolph, the only person to give it a positive score. Now somebody might have missed it, so let me go back to this. This is all critics. Grace Randolph doesn't even have the honor of being a top critic. Well, what does it take to be a top critic for Rotten Tomatoes? A top critic is a designation created to distinguish tomato meter approved critics who excel at their craft. Critics selected are well-established, influential, and prolific. They are, in a sense, the cream of the crop. Grace Randolph has lost her top critic score because they have deemed her not prolific, not well-established, not influential, and not the cream of the crop. Sometimes Rotten Tomatoes does get things right. I died laughing. I died laughing at that. But yes, going through all these critics leaving their remarks on how terrible this is, even going as far as saying Borderlands so wants to be Guardians of the Galaxy, but it doesn't come close. Nobody is liking this at all. And like I said before, it's going to do the exact same thing for every other movie. They have done this stupid DEI woke algorithm that they have tried to place into every movie, have hired geriatric patients to cover these characters, had Kevin Hart. And look, I like Kevin Hart, but he is an absolute manlet. He is a tiny man playing what's supposed to be a giant, brawling black dude who goes around absolutely beating the shit out of people. And I've heard people complain about the character they chose for Tiny Tina, saying the actress is too old. Look, you're not getting a 14-year-old that can act like that. nor would you want a 14-year-old to learn how to act like that. So I am 100% okay with that casting. I don't have any issues with that. The issues I have is with the bigger characters, the more athletic, the more built characters, the casting is terrible. And based on what the critics are seeing here, I am expecting the acting, the dialogue of all these characters to be absolutely atrocious. That, and let's not pretend like Jack Black's gonna do anything for Claptrap, especially after his Trump debacle. How they issue, yeah. Well, we'll skip that for right now. I don't like Jack Black. I don't. And I think he's the terrible cast, especially when the original voice actor said they were willing to do it. They said, nah, screw you, fam. We're going with Jack Black. If this isn't a sign of how bad this movie is actually going to be, I don't know what else is. It's going to be an absolute disaster. And there's no way in hell they are going to shelve this production, reshoot it, recast all the actors. There's no way they're going to do it. This is going to be another box office disaster that is going to lose hundreds of millions of dollars. There's no ands, ifs, or buts about it. This is what happens when you try and do your DEI hiring, your woke hiring, where you have to, well, just because the character in the game was young doesn't mean we have to leave out the geriatric patients. It's another movie disaster. And the fact that Grace Randolph just got blown the fuck out and got caught shilling for movies. But guys, I want to hear your thoughts in the comment section. While you're there, make sure you smash that like button. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you share this one out. And until the next one, guys, be easy like sleazy.